I almost didn't record this episode because the more I thought about it, the more I started questioning whether I was even qualified to talk about it. Like, am I really multi-passionate? Or do I just get distracted easily? So I started making a list. And honestly, that list surprised me. I love podcasting. I love public health. I love psychology. I love storytelling. I love traveling. I love cooking. I love true crime. Low key, if life had gone differently, I probably would have enjoyed being a detective. And halfway through making the list, I realized something like maybe I actually do have a whole lot of interests. The problem is the world really loves people who have one answer, one dream, one career, and one path. Whenever someone asks, so what do you do? I always feel like they're expecting one clear response. But then my brain has never worked like that. And for a long time, I thought that meant something was wrong with me. Maybe I'm unfocused, maybe I'm confused, maybe everyone else has figured something out that I haven't. And honestly, having lots of interest sounds exciting until you actually try to pursue them because that's when anxiety kicks in. Like, what if I'm bad at it? What if I fail? What if people think I'm unserious? What if I quit? What if I'm just wasting my time? And I think fear has stopped me from trying a whole lot of things. Not because I didn't want them more, but because I wanted certainty first. And recently, I came across this idea called range, and it completely changed how I think about all of this. The idea is that sometimes people who explore different interests end up bringing something unique to whatever they eventually do because they've been pulling knowledge from like different places, different experiences, different perspectives. And then when I heard that, something clicked. Maybe podcasting isn't separate from psychology. Maybe reading random books isn't separate from any of it. Maybe all of it is concerned. Maybe I'm not collecting random interests. Maybe I'm collecting tools. Maybe every curiosity is teaching me something I'll use later, right? And I think maybe the goal isn't finding one thing and becoming it forever. Maybe the goal is paying attention to what keeps pulling you back. It's the thing that makes you curious, the things that make you feel alive, the things you keep returning to. Because when I look at all my interests, they actually don't seem random anymore. They all come back to the same thing: people, growth, stories, understanding why we are the way we are. So maybe I'm not lost. Maybe I'm exploring, and maybe that's what growing out loud is too. Not having all the answers, just being curious enough to keep asking questions and trusting that eventually the dots will connect. So maybe I don't need to have one thing. Maybe I don't need one title, one identity, one perfect answer when people ask what I want to do in my life. Maybe it's okay that maybe it's okay that I am still exploring. Maybe it's okay that I am still curious. Maybe it's okay that some of my interests don't make sense yet. Because if there's one thing I'm learning, it's that curiosity usually knows where it's going long before confidence comes. And maybe all I need to do right now is keep following it. I spent so much time thinking I needed a map, a plan, a guarantee, proof that I was heading in the right direction. And maybe life doesn't work that way. Maybe sometimes the next step reveals itself after you move. Maybe maybe the dots connect backwards. And maybe one day I'll look back at all those random interests, random ideas and random passions and realize that They weren't so random after all. Stay connected, stay tuned in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye.